Hi everyone, so I'm back with another rather large book haul. Yeah, a couple of explanations before I start. Quite a few of these books are for two different videos that I will be filming once I've read them, so I've got two special videos to look forward to. Whether that'll be at this year and the end of this year, early next year. We're going to hit that target that way. So that's going to be that. The others are a couple that I've been looking for a while. One is a new subscription, which I'll explain when I get to that one. And then a couple of them are pre-orders. And then a giant estate from the works. So, own a couple from Waterstones as well. So, yeah, and quite a few of these are from Vinted and eBay too. I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start with the stack that's actually currently falling over. So, so this is The Ginger Man by John P. Donalevy. So this, I have no idea what it's about. It says on the back though, I knew that the years would come and go and the book would live. It's taken more years than I ever could have imagined and more battles than I ever felt I would have to fight. But the fist I shook and the rage I spent has blossomed, and before it should fade, I'd like to say that I'm glad, which is a quote from the author. So yeah, this is for one of those special videos. Not a special video. One of those. Should we call them special? We'll call them special videos. That's what we'll call them. And then On the Road by Jack Kerouac. So it swings to the rhythms of 1950s underground American jazz, sex and generosity. Chills dawn, drugs with Cell Paradise and his hero Dean Moriarty, traveller and mystic, the epitome of beat. Now recognised as a modern classic, so I've got this one as well, again, for that video, for one of the two. And they also bought On the Road, no, Big Sur, that was On the Road. Tell you, my brain's not with it. By Jack Kerouac as well. And this is autobiographical, and it's his 9th novel, was written as King of the Beats. Was approaching middle age and reflects his struggle to come to terms with his own myth. The magnificent moving story of Jack Douglas, a man blessed by great talent and cursed with the urge towards self-destruction. One of his most humane works, according to the back of this. Then we've got Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He's driving to Las Vegas with an attorney, Simone, to find the dark side of the American dream. Roaming the desert highway from Los Angeles, they've realised there's only one way to go about such a perilous task. Getting very, very twisted. Armed with the drug arsenal of stupendous proportions, the duo engage in a manic surreal tour of the sleaze capital of the world. The Paris chemically enhanced confrontations with the casino operators, police officers and assorted middle Americans have hallucinatory humour and nightmare terror. That's what this is about. Some of you eagle-eyed people might actually be able to guess what these two videos are from the two selection of books. If you can, I want you to comment what it might be. And then going from the following stack, Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. This is just one hell of a story and not hers to tell. When failed writer June Hayward witnesses her rival Athena Liu die in a freak accident, she sees an opportunity and takes it. So what if it means stealing Athena's final manuscript? So what if it means borrowing her identity? And so what if the first lie? It's only the beginning. Finally, June is the fame she's always wanted, but someone is about to expose her. What happens next is entirely everyone's fault. I've heard so much about this. I haven't read anything by R.F. Kuang, and I wanted to, so I thought this was a good place to start. For Rosaline. Fierce and Forgotten, This Is Not a Love Story. This is by Natasha Solomons. The first time Romeo Montague sees Rosaline Capulet, he instantly falls in love. I love anything written in Shakespeare and from Shakespeare. I love that kind of stuff. Sorry. Nose issues. Rosaline is headstrong, independent, and unsure of Romeo's attentions, but this handsome and charming stranger offers her the chance of a different life. Soon, though, Rosaline begins to doubt all that Romeo has told her, and she breaks off the match, only for Romeo's gaze to turn towards her cousin, 13-year-old Juliet. It's quite actually a thick romance. It's 377 pages long. Not the longest romance I've read, because I've read Haunting Adeline, so it's not the longest romance I've read. I do want that, actually. It's a physical copy. Haven't found it yet, though. Tom Robbins' fierce invalids home from hot climates. It brings to the stage the most complex and compelling characters he has ever created. Swifters is contradictions for all seasons. An anarchist who works for the government, a pacifist who carries a gun, a vegetarian who slops up gravy, and a cyber whiz who hates computers, a robust bivant who skirmishes any thought, and a man who's, though obsessed with the preservation of innocence, is aching to deflower his high school age stepsister. I can't believe I've just read that sentence. Should check the synopsis before I start reading these things out loud. Only to become enamoured of a nun 10 years his senior. This is going to be a weird one. I like reading weird books, so I'm kind of looking forward to this. This is going to give me insight to this human being's mind. I should check synopsises before I read them. That's what I've just learned. Next time, tell me. I've just forgot one. I can see it staring at me on my shelf because it's in the shelf. I have bought The Handmaid's Tale as well. It's an annotated edition. Yeah, so I've told you about that one. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I'm not getting up going getting it. That's ever. Especially when it's sandwiched tightly between two books. I'm not doing that. Mikhail Bulgakov's I used to be great at pronouncing Russian names. Hang on. Bulgakov. There we go. The Master and the Margarita. This is the unabridged translation edition. I didn't want no simple edition. Me. I like me classics. Classic. This is not a classic. At the sunset hour of one spring day, two men were seen at Patriarch's Pond. The devil makes a personal appearance in Moscow, accompanied by two demons, a naked girl and a huge black cat. Again, I didn't read this. When he leaves, the asylums are full and the forces of law are in order and disarray. Only the Master, a devoted man of truth, and Margarita, the woman he loved, remains undiminished. I've heard a lot about this specifically from a guy called, is it Jack Edwards? Is that his name? He's on YouTube. He's on here. He has spoke about this before, saying if you can read this and understand it, you're very clever. And I like my Russian literature, so yes, I have just said that. I like my Russian literature. Yeah, I don't own any, so that's my first. Charles Baudelaire's The Flower of Evil. This is parallel with the French text. I can't read French for the life of me, even though I know mine is English translated. It's what T.S. Eliot called the greatest example of modern poetry in any language. France with its outspoken portrayal of lesbian love, its linking to sexuality of death, and its unremitting irony and unflinching celebration of the seamy side of urban life. That pretty much sums this up. It's quite beefy. See, this is what I mean when I said this might be early next year, depending. Because some of these books are thick. Speaking of one that's very thin, Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. If you really want to hear about it, the first thing you probably want to know is where I was born and what my lousy childhood was like. And how my parents were occupied all before they had me and all that David Copperfield kind of crap. This ain't getting monetized. But I don't feel like going into it if you want to know the truth. That's the quote from the back. That's also for the second one of these videos. I've already read one of the books for this one. That goes with this one. So I'm on a roll with that one. I'm going to start with that one. Then, I ordered a series. We're getting on to kind of normal stuff. Filthy Rich Vampire. So, there's 4 books. You've got Filthy Rich Vampire. This is by Geneva Lee. Second White, 3 Queens, and For Eternity. The covers are practically the same. So, I'm going to show you them. One by one. Got these from the works. It's like an actual box set. Why is this so thin? So tiny. Right. Next stack. Onto a stack of hardbacks. This is a pre-order. Queen Bee by Juno Dawson. This is part of Her Majesty's Royal Coven. This is the little novella. The original coven, the story of the beautiful and bewitching Anne Boleyn, Witch Queen. I'm only going to give you that as a synopsis. I'm not reading the entire thing. Because it be long. Also pink end papers. I'm going to have to show you the special editions. Just white on the side. I like showing you the hardbacks because in certain editions people don't get to see. But yeah. And I have Periodic Table of DC. So this is just a little like coffee table kind of book about like the DC characters in like periodic table form. I do like DC, I like Marvel, so I thought I'd get that. I'll also show you the Marvel one. Same but Marvel. One was the works, one was Vinted. Saw one on Vinted, thought I'd get the one on the works and then bought them. Now, my reading wrap-up stated I didn't like the second, but I loved the first. Wanted a copy of the first. So, The Serpent of the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. This is, I believe, the indie edition? Oh, I don't know. I think it's a tour edition. Anyway, it looks like this under the dust jacket. It's beautiful, and I wanted this one. Not the sucky new one that Amazon has. This one. I really enjoyed the first one. The second one, not so much, so I won't be buying the second one. This is a standalone series to me. It's a standalone book. I'm only ever going to want to read the first and the first only. That's what this looks like. Then this is my subscription one. So, I am subscribed to the Illumicrate Evernight subscription. So this is a quarterly subscription, I believe. So it's a horror one. The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim. So this is the card. It is on the back. So G1's life tumbles into disarray in the wake of her Appa's extramarital affair and subsequent departure. Her mother's distraught, her younger sister hurt and confused, her college freshman grades failing, her dreams horrifying, Yes, enticing. In them, Ji-won walks through bloody rooms full of eyes, succulent blue eyes, salivating blue eyes. Eyes the same shape and shade as George's, who is Uma's obnoxious new boyfriend. George has overstayed his welcome in her family's claustrophobic apartment. He brags about his puffed-up consulting job, ogles Asian waitresses while dining out, and acts condescending towards Ji-won and her sister, as if he deserves all of Uma's fawning adoration. No, George doesn't deserve anything from her family, and Ji-won will make sure of that. For no matter how many victims accumulate around her campus, or how many people she must deceive and manipulate, Ji-won's hunger and her rage will never be sated. It's horrifying. I'm going to show you the edition now. So, this is the with the dust jacket on. Sprayed edges, so it's like that on the top and the bottom. And then this is the side. Eyeballs. I guessed it was this when it got announced, when we got the clue. And I got it right. And then this is it without the dust jacket. That's kind of horrifying. And then the end pages. That one. And then also signed as well. Yeah, I kind of guessed this one. Just because when it was talking about eyes, I thought, well, what's a new release with eyeballs? This one. Because it had like cannibalistic themes and kind of thing. So wanted to. But yeah, I'll need more horror. Like, I'm struggling with like horror recommendations for books. I wanted to find some on. I thought this subscription might be the best idea. So yeah, that was the first one. Next one is October. And then this is secondhand. I did not buy this. This is a Fairy Loot exclusive edition of The God and the Gummy Hole by Sophie Kim. Beautiful edition. It has a double-sided dust jacket. I don't know whether you can see that because I can't see over that. I'm tiny. This is the naked hardback. And then beautiful foiled end pages. They're the same on both sides. No, they're different. This is proving to be a big haul. We're not even halfway done. I think this is the last special edition now. Sign. Author note bound in, author letter. It is not signed. Yeah, so I ordered both that one and then got this one. Found someone that was selling it for actually quite a decent price. I'm going to start doing synopsises because it's taking forever. And then I got the Frankenstein Junji Ito manga. I don't buy a lot of Junji Ito. I don't buy any Junji Ito. This is actually a fairly recent release. Lucky Girl, Family Falling and Finding My Way by Lottie Tomlinson. This is Louis' sister. She's not too much older than me. Signed edition. Got this on pre-order at WH Smith. The People's Act of Love by James Meek. One of them for the video. This was mentioned in my wrap-up of A Way Out by Alan Gordon. The Storyteller by Dave Grohl. Love Me Do by Lindsay Kelk. another one for the video, which is Mountains Beyond Mountains, The Quest for Dr. Paul Farmer and A Man Who Would Cure the World by Tracy Kidder. This one is a floppy paperback and I love that. Nick Toshi's In the Hand of Dante for the video. The Way Out is also for the video. Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. This is part of the A Meant to Be series. I only bought this one because I need Tangled retelling. Falling Hard for the Royal Guard by Megan Clawson. Was the corgi part of the thing that made me buy it? Yes, corgis are cute. Don't judge. And then we've got this huge series. I'm gonna not hold them up all at once because I can't because they're heavy. I don't even know what you call it, but Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. Look at this. So pretty. Then there's Hadaway. Gorgeous. I don't even know if I've got these in the right order. Nightfall. Nightfall was a beast. Like, Nightfall's heavy. Paper cut. Nightfall just paper cut me. Nice. Thank you, Nightfall. Appreciate it. And the Kill Switch. Such stunning covers, though. And another one for that video is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter by Seth Graham Smith. Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. It's a very weird mix, this one, isn't it? Gaston Leroux's The Phantom of the Opera. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. Tiny. Tales of the New Vampire Pandora by Anne Rice. I'm collecting these editions. And then Tales of the Body Thief, A Vampire Chronicle by Anne Rice. Another one from one of them videos, Hunter S. Thompson, The Rum Diary. But you can't guess who this one is. Anton Dubek's We'll Meet Again. It's very far reach now. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. I have the Bone Dust one. Can't even think of the title. Stone Cold by Robert Swindells. I studied this in high school in drama and wanted an actual copy of the book. Last one for that video, which means I've actually hauled them all. Arthur Rimbaud's A Season in Hell. And yes, this is tiny. This would have cost 60p when this came out. It's a baby book. Comic book stuff, I believe. Oh no, one that's not comic book related, then we'll move on to the comic book stuff. The Big Book of Tai Chi. Yes, I used to do this and want to get back into it. Now we're on to comic book stuff. Morbius, The Living Vampire. I've got a couple of issues of Morbius. I've got this one. I haven't actually taken these out of the plastic, so you can't really see them properly. But yep, so I bought all of them on Vinted. I do like Morbius. Yes, I like the film. Don't judge. Then I got some Joker stuff, so I got an entire book on the Joker. I love Joker. The Jared Leto version mainly. I do love Heath Ledger as well as the Joker, but this Jared Leto's Joker is my Joker. And then Joker and How Is Criminal Sanity, which is a black ink comic. It's kind of bent, so I need to put something heavy on this. But yeah. But that is all of the books I have bought recently. So recently, from whenever I did the last book haul, from then till now. I have Heartstopper Volume 5 on the way. the special edition one for September pre-order. Wisteria for the Belladonna series. Don't know when that's coming out though. Are any other books on order? Don't think so. I think that's it. That's it for books now. Those are my only 2 orders that I have. So you'll see them pop up in a haul somewhere. Hopefully this year with Wisteria, but it's not looking likely now. Even though I pre-ordered that last year. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next video. Bye.